Okay, everybody. I said I would do it. I'm doing it right now at the M Resort. So it's been a long day. Learned a lot of stuff, and I wanted to make sure that I continue with my practice of doing a live stream every day for 30 days. I'm on day 24, so I got 6 days left. I was able to pull this off. Didn't go with the original plan to try to go someplace else or to try to uh, do it at a later time. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm at the M Resort down south of the Strip here for Grow with Video Live, and I'm going to go ahead and cover some stuff there. Fortunately, there will not be any screen shares, and reason for that should be pretty obvious. I usually need to have multiple screens to screen share. So, what I'm going to cover today is going to be loan products. Now, remember, I'm not a lender. I'm just covering the loan products here, so you kind of know from a realtor standpoint and everything what's out there for you. So number one is most loans are, excuse me, most loans are conventional loans. A lot of people have the mistaken belief that they have to save 20% put down on a house. Well, a lot of conforming conventional loans are 1%, or I'm sorry, 3%, and some lenders will actually go down to 1% for a loan. Now, here's the thing with a conventional loan. What's going to happen is you're going to have to pay what's known as PMI, private mortgage insurance, and that is going to cost you not much, a few hundred extra bucks a month. But you don't have to sit around and try to save that 20%. Because can you imagine if you tried to save that 20% while the prices were going up and everything? Those people who were able to get in early, made a lot of money still. Even if you bought a year ago, well, actually a year ago, you're up. Like before things changed with the interest rates. By the way, interest rates are 7.39% today. Nationally, I'm not quoting the national interest rate. I'm just giving you what Mortgage News Daily has. And I hate the fact that I have to keep putting all these caveats in the stuff. And also hoping that they don't play any more popular music so this doesn't get banned or something. I don't get another community strike. So it's actually the majority of people who buy a house buy with conventional loan. Now, second thing, of course, is cash, but we're talking about loans now. Cash is always king. It's about 30% of the market. Some of these people are like selling a house, especially guys in California. They're, they move someplace like Nevada or other parts of the country. They're bringing cash with them a lot of times. Some of them may finance, but a lot of them bringing cash. And a lot of these cash buyers are actually like investors. And this is the thing I hate about it, is they're buying up homes these days, believe it or not, to rent out, which means there's less homes for you to buy so you can build wealth. The third most used product out there is called the FHA loan. It's from the government. It's not just a first-time buyer or low-income loan. There are many different reasons why you may take out an FHA loan. The biggest one is the DTI. So you could have great credit. You could make lots of money, but you have a lot of debts. So a FHA loan is more forgiving on what's known as your DTI, your debt to income ratio. Now, the rules for it is a FHA loan is 3.5% down. You can't put more down, of course. And there are some things that you have MIP instead of the other one for conventional. They just call it MIP for whatever reason. Why not just use the same name? And for those, you actually have two of them. One, which is the monthly, like you have with a conventional loan for PMI. And the other one is actually an upfront amount that you actually pay to get the loan, and it actually can roll into the loan. but it's going to make your loan cost higher because of those two things. And the worst part about the FHA loan, that's why a lot of people, once they get equity in the house, they will finance out of an FHA into a conventional because it's like luggage. You have that FHA loan, that MIP for life. You can't just, like with the conventional loan, um, get forgiveness from the mortgage insurance. Fourth, least popular, but should be the most things, one of the greatest things since sliced bread is the VA loan. So this is the no down loan. Biggest problem I see with VA loans is you have, especially older veterans, they'll go, oh no, it's a 0-0 loan. I don't have to pay down payments. I don't have to pay closing costs. That is not true. You don't have to pay a down payment, but you do have to pay closing costs on a VA loan. And you have to pay, unless you're a disabled veteran, a funding fee. Uh, so if you have any disability from the VA that is compensated, because you can have a disability at 0%. So if you have 10% above, they start compensation at 10%, then you can get forgiveness, or at least you don't have to pay this funding fee, which is about 2.15% for the first time you take a loan. Every subsequent loan, there is actually a slightly higher amount. I think the second loan is like 3.35%, and that rolls into the loan also. Uh, when you get a loan letter from a lender on a VA loan, let's say it says just hypothetically 500,000, they already know that it's going to be 510,000. That's the amount they're lending you, but that other 10,000 for the 2.15%, that just gets rolled in. So if you got 500,000 for your pre-approval on a VA loan, that's the amount you're going to actually go out and look for. Now there is, believe it or not, another loan product out there, and there are actually places here in Las Vegas, I've shown them in one of my videos, where you can actually use it. So if you go down the Mountain's Edge area to the west of it, there are actually developments that are covered by the USDA loan. The USDA loan is a zero down loan, just like the VA loan. It's to encourage people to move to rural developments. Um, since I'm not sharing screens right now, my next one, if people are really interested, I'll show you how to find the areas where you can do a VA loan. I'm sorry, an USDA loan. Um, you're not going to, the conventional and actually most of the others, you can get down payment assistance for. As far as down payment assistance, we have multiple programs here in Las Vegas. Um, One's through Nevada Rural, and the other one is through, oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. I'm at a casino. It's the middle of the night. I've been here 12 hours. Uh, Please forgive me. But I feel decent today, even though I got some bad medical news, but that's another story. So if you guys want, please let me know, and I'll do a more comprehensive video on the down payment assistance programs. So the ones that I know about, that guy has a ventriloquist dummy. I don't turn this around, let you see him. He's got a ventriloquist. This black dude walking around with a black ventriloquist dummy. Just, man, I don't know if he's on a show or what. In a casino in Vegas, right? Uh, Man, I thought he was holding a child, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a ventriloquist dummy. So anyway, most of them, what they do is they'll offer you a certain percentage of the sales price. And so like you get like 2%, 3%, 4%. And like, even like you do the 4 and 5 and percent and stuff like that, that's usually enough to actually, like, if you have FHA loan or something, or even a conventional, to cover most of your what do you call that, your down payment, plus most of your closing costs, if not all. Your biggest fees in your closing costs for all loans is going to be with the lender. And that's why I keep pointing out there, pushing out there. You got to be careful who you use as a lender, because there are all kinds of junk fees. I've told this story once or twice. I almost want to get into the long story on it. Anyway, this guy bought a house and he decided to use his friend to buy the house, as a lender. His friend bent him over hard and didn't use any kind of lubrication. He spent like $7,000 in closing costs. He didn't have to, for his friend. So the friend wasn't very friendly to him. So if anybody out there ever wants me to look at, well, you know what, I can't really do it. Talk to your realtor. If you get that lending estimates and stuff, talk to somebody and say, like, this makes sense. Because it can cost you thousands of dollars of money you don't have to pay because of stuff like this. It's silly stuff. I don't like doing silly stuff. You haven't figured that out. I'm sorry. I'm wearing these. Can't see. Because I'm out, I got these. These are my medical glasses. Well, anyway, but what they do, and this is where people get kind of tripped up, is they charge you a higher interest rate. That's how they get the money back. It's a grant, and it's a forgivable grant. It's usually 3 years, and after 3 years, you can do whatever you want. If you sell a house before then, you got to pay back that portion of the grant. There are some others out there. There's one, if you're thinking about moving to Pahrump, which is in Nye County. Now, Nye County has a special program where they give you like 15 grand. It's like, here's $15,000. They will actually do that for you and give you $15,000. Some others, there's a program right now. I got to make sure it's still running. That's why I don't want to get too deep into any of these. It gave you like 15. It gives you like 15,000. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The Nye County program gives you $25,000. Program I'm thinking about gave 15, and you really need to know what these programs are, because like the Culinary Union, they give you something like $20,000 if you're a member of the Culinary Union, but it's a lot of work on that. One, it was it was probably about 5 years ago. They had this program called Hope Brings You Home. Hope Brings You Home. And I started trying to, I did it on like Facebook ads and stuff like that. I had all these people who were like, oh, this has to be phony, because it was $25,000. Every person, I got 7 people into the program. They paid zero and walked into a new home. I'm sorry, new to them. But what was funny is because so many people thought it was fake. Why would someone give me $25,000? Then one day, the Las Vegas Review-Journal did an article on it, and it's like, oh yeah, there's this $25,000. So by the time I'd done my 7th person, about half the money was gone, because it was a block of money, and I forget what, because they got it from the feds, and it was supposed to be like a housing stabilization thing that was like left over from the housing crisis, but more than a housing crisis. I'm serious. All that money disappeared in like 2 days. And all these people started reading this stuff. They started seeing the stuff on TV. They're calling me up. It's like, well, I see that it's real now. It's like, money's gone. Money's gone. I really need to put out a video that's talking nothing but about these programs. It's just they change so often. It's hard to keep up. So I may like bring a lender on and talk. But last time I brought a lender to talk programs, I mean, it was so, I was like, yeah, and the culinary program. Guy looks at me, he's like, the what? The culinary program. He said he knew how to work every one of the programs out there, because these programs are done through the lender. So also make sure your lender is certified. There is actually, like, you go to Nevada Rural, my name should still be there as certified program, unless they aged it out. It's supposed to be forever. But you can check the lenders who are certified in the program. And also, again, check them numbers. Check them, because that's the majority of your closing costs. I may do another video about how much it costs to buy or sell a home, and help you guys out with that. Does anybody have any questions on this day as I am sitting here in the M Resort Casino just south of the Strip? Because I wanted to get this out to you, and then I'm going to put this laptop away, and I'm going to an after party, so networking event. So I'm going to give it a few seconds here, make sure that everybody has their questions answered. Any questions? Okay, I'll just start kind of winding it up right now. Thank you guys who came on. I saw I had about up to 4 people at one time. This is pretty decent for me. Hopefully, we have some people watching in the after one. Glad I was able to do this and for us to come together and get more stuff out there, information you need. Got if you have any questions, if you're watching the replay, down below, leave a comment. I'm not reading the comments now because of I'm in a casino. Uh, if you need anything real estate related, call, text, email. Better yet, get on my calendar. And if you haven't yet, I would appreciate a subscription. Looks like more people are starting to come in, but I want to get out of here because I forgot to eat breakfast this morning. I didn't like the lunch they served me, and I need to get some dinner in me before I go to this networking event. Y'all, I'm appreciative for you being here. The fact that anyone even wants to watch me spill out about real estate, I appreciate it. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow for day 25 because I'm going to finish this. Got 24 days done. See y'all later.